2018 Hyundai Elantra rear taillight bulb and housing replacement. First, we're going to pop the hood. We're going to come over here, and there's just a little fabric panel. You can just pull this off. And if you see in here, a few things. We got these nuts. These are 10 millimeters. We're going to get these off, both of them. There's also these white little tabs back here. We're going to squeeze those to help get them out. There's a connector right here. All right, disconnect this connector. First, the button's on the opposite side. See, it's right there. You just put your thumb on the tab. My fingers are too big. I had to use a small flathead. I just went kind of behind it, pushed the tab, and then pulled it out. Next, we're going to get these 10 millimeter nuts off. A socket, a wrench, either one. Save these. We're going to reuse them. This has to come out. You just push the grommet out, and it's really not that hard. These we're gonna squeeze, and we're gonna squeeze them while you're pulling on the outside. We want to pull these white things out. They're supposed to just be able to stay in, and you could pull the tail light out, and these will stay in place. But usually they're so brittle that we're just gonna get them out. They're so brittle they don't work right. So when you're pulling this out, it could be very stubborn. This was actually pretty stubborn. Just pull it straight out. There's a tab right here. Try not to break it. If you pull it like out towards the right, it'll break that tab. So pull it towards the rear of the car. Here's my part number. I got a Hyundai factory one. The factory one comes with bulbs in it and everything. Everything's all set up. If you get an aftermarket one, you might have to switch your bulbs over. It's not that big a deal. And so if you were just doing your bulbs, like your brake light bulb or your tail light bulb or whatever, you just twist these. Oh, sorry, without twisting the whole thing, but you just twist these little bulb, I guess they're called like bases, and then you could pull these out. So like you twist it, and then you just pull it out. It's not as hard as I'm making it look. I'm just doing it with one hand, that's why it looks hard. But when you get these bulbs out, you push the bulb down gently and twist it, and that'll unlock it and let it come out. There's just like two little notches on here, and the notches just go down a little track, and then you could push down and twist to lock it in place. You see those notches? I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if my camera's picking it up. Also get your part number on the bulb, or you could bring your bulb just to a auto parts store. I don't know which one to give you. I think this one here is the tail light bulb and the brake bulb. The orange one was the tail light. This is the dual filament tail light brake light. So yeah, then you just put your new bulb in like this and just, you know, get it in place, and then just put this back in the housing, and that's how you would replace a bulb if you were replacing the bulb. Be careful when you're pulling these out. You don't squeeze the bulb too hard and cut your fingers when it breaks. Done that a couple times. But anyways, guys, so I got my new one, a whole new taillight assembly because mine was cracked, so I'm replacing it. These things, like I said, I'm gonna pull them off. I'm gonna pull these off now and just put them in the car body. So then when I put the taillight housing in, they'll just go right into it. Alright, and when we slide this in, first we're going to get the wire harness in and push the grommet out, get the grommet set right. That's for weather and stuff. Got these white things in, and then this clip here, you slide into this clip. You get your little pegs lined up and you slide in, and that's it. You get your connector in, you get your white little things, and then we're going to put 10 millimeter nuts back on here and get our connector connected. And now's a good time to test it too, make sure the lights are coming on. You could have someone hit the brake light, or just turn your headlights on. It should turn your tail lights on. Mine's working, but yeah. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. when you shut your hood or your trunk, do it real slow at first, just to make sure that your tail light housing isn't like popping out too far and it'll get clipped.